What's up, guys? If you live in Phoenix, Las Vegas, South Texas, or any place like that, then you know how brutal the summers can be here. And I'm talking about hot. I mean, look at this. We're a week into August. Today's 118 degrees. That's insane. Look at all these alerts. Extreme heat warning, air quality alert, real feel 123 degrees. That's criminal. That's not even right. I pray to God every summer that I make it through because it's just unbearable, to be honest. But for real, how do you survive the summer heat without frying your gear or yourself? Well, today I'm gonna show you how. Let's dive into it. All right, tip number one, you need to know your gear heat limits. I mainly use the Sony FX6 and the a7S III, and those cameras are notoriously known to work extremely well in the heat. I've had no problems with overheating and I film outside all the time, but I'm also taking precautions as well. And according to the Sony FX6 specs, the ideal operating temperature is between 32 and 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 to 40 degrees Celsius for my friends out there outside of the United States. And I would assume that's the same for the Sony a7S III, which I'm filming on right now. But like I said, I've had no problems with overheating. Now, if you want to maximize your recording time on the Sony a7S III while filming in extreme heat, you'll need to go into your settings and change the auto power off temp to high. To do this, just press the menu button on the camera, then go down to setup, then to power setting option. From here, you'll see the auto power off temp. You can either press right on the dial pad or click in and change the setting to high, and then you'll get this warning, click OK, and then you'll be good to go. Now you might be wondering, is it okay to change that temperature to high? And I can reassure you that it's okay. I've had it on high ever since I've had the camera, and the settings commonly changed, and it's also been tested by professional filmmakers out in the industry. So no need to worry about it. You can go ahead and change it. Tip number two, you need to keep your gear cool. Now the best way to keep your gear cool is by storing it inside with the AC on, if possible, or you can store it in the garage while being on set. Now, if you're in a remote area where there's no buildings around, you'll need to store your equipment in the shade. The best way to do that is by using a pop-up canopy tent, and then from there you can bring a portable table to set up all your equipment on. I also like to bring chairs to sit on because you're gonna want to be in the shade no matter what. Like, you want to spend as little time in the sun as possible. So shade is going to be your best friend when you're out in remote locations. You can also use a box fan or a portable battery fan to have it blowing on your equipment to keep it cool. Even though it's hot air blowing on it, it's still better than nothing. One way I like to keep my camera shaded while filming in direct sunlight, I attach a Matthews flag onto a C-stand, and then I have it cover my camera so the sun's not directly beaming down onto my camera. And that helps out tremendously. It's a simple and extremely effective way of keeping your camera cool. Tip number three, shoot early or shoot late. Sometimes it's best to work around the heat. If we look at the temperature again, you can see the difference between 6 a.m. temperatures at 93 degrees compared to, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you're up in the triple digits, 113, 114. So what would you rather shoot in? 93 or 115? It's a no-brainer. And honestly, who doesn't like shooting that golden hour? It's always beautiful out here with the sunsets and sunrise. So personally, I'd rather shoot in the morning or late evening when the sun is about to go down. So don't be shooting at high noon when the sun is beaming down on you unless you absolutely have to do it, but try to work around the sun and the heat for sure. All right, tip number four, you need to stay hydrated. There's a saying that goes, if you're not hydrating days before the shoot or days before anything, then it's already too late. So you need to make sure you're drinking and staying hydrated about 2-3 days before your shoot. And then on the day of the shoot, if you have crafty, they should have plenty of water and drinks to keep you hydrated. If you're on a small set with small crew, just bring your own cooler, fill it with ice, put in water or whatever drinks you want in there. Personally, I like to drink a lot of water, but I also add the liquid IV, and I also have this, it's called Kono, and I like that too. And the good thing about the like liquid IV and things like that is that they have electrolytes in it, so it keeps you hydrated. The last thing you want to do is pass out on set while they're shooting and then have to go to the hospital or something crazy like that. So drink up that water. Tip number five, you need to protect yourself. And I know it may sound weird, But I know a lot of people that wear lightweight long sleeves and pants on set, and that just helps protect you from getting burnt from the sun. I know a lot of people wear hats or bucket hats to protect your face and your neck, because those are extremely prone to getting burnt. Also, another cool way to stay cool is to wrap a wet towel around your neck. That helps like regulate your body temperature. And then I also know some people that brought in these huge swamp coolers, and I love the swamp coolers because it blows cold air on you compared to the normal box fans. Yeah, you might want to invest in that as well. Tip number 6, pack only what you need. You want to conserve as much energy as you can out in this type of weather. The last thing you want to do is make several trips back and forth from set to your van, carrying a whole bunch of heavy equipment with the sun beaming down on you. You don't want to do that. So pack only what you need. Hopefully it's only one trip from the van to set, and then you'll be good to go. All right, the last tip I have, tip number 7, is that you need to listen to your body. If you're feeling dizzy, weak, or nauseous, you're most likely experiencing heat exhaustion. And if you do have any of those symptoms, you need to move inside ASAP and get into AC and cool your body temperature. And once you're cooled down and you feel better, then you can potentially get back on set and get that shot. But if you're not, then you might want to postpone or reschedule the shoot. Your health and well-being should be priority, and it's way more important than getting a shot. The shot can always wait. There's always another day. So make sure you're taking care of your body out there, and don't try to fight through those kind of symptoms. You need to take care of yourself. It's already hard enough in the summer. I mean, when I walk out the front door, it literally feels like I'm opening up the kitchen oven and a burst of hot air is just like beaming on my face. It's brutal, I'm not gonna lie. And when you add filmmaking into the mix, it gets even more uncomfortable, and it can be extremely dangerous being outside for 10 plus hours a day in this type of weather. But with the right prep and some of the tips I've given you, you can make it and you'll live to film another day. All right, there you have it. Those are my tips on how to film and survive in extreme heat. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. But that's gonna be it for this video. God bless. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.